Hi guys, so here's another video in regards to how you can create your own game. So I have never been a programmer, I'm not a developer, I don't know too much about it, but I always wanted to build my own tower defense game. I've been streaming it on other websites, online game websites, etc. But then I thought, like, why not try it and build my own one? So I didn't even use any JavaScript or CSS or HTML or something. I've been doing it through a platform called Replit. You can visit it, replit.com. If you go into the website, it's, to be really honest, it's quite self-explanatory. Initially, you would just go to the home section and then just create a new project. A window would open here. Let me show you this actually. Okay, what I basically did is I headed over to the home section, as you can see here now. I'm on a paid version here, so there are different plans. $25. I think no, $25. Yeah, I'm paying $25. So they have their own pricing section somewhere. Let me just dig it out. Okay, so as you can see here, in their pricing section, they have actually $15. So I think I should be paying less now because I'm pretty sure, it's the yearly one, yeah. So I'm paying on the monthly basis. I haven't actually switched over to the yearly one because I'm still testing different pages with different agents. But this is a really good package. You get a lot for that. I can recommend it. So let me just head over back again to the Replit section. So let's share this. So as you can see here, it's actually really, really simple. So these are a few other projects that I've been running, a random generator and this waiting project. And I have 4 or 5 projects more down there. So I have some experience. So if you go into here, the really cool part is you can build anything. And in my case, I built a mobile gaming app. As you can see here, a tower defense game. So you could even just tell the system, and that's how simple it is. Build me a tower defense game in which you use, let's say, 3 different unit types: infantry, tanks, and artillery. How do you write that? Yeah, whatever. Make sure the path is not too long and not too short. Also add some trees, mountains, rivers, and perhaps a waterfall into the game. Make it visually appealing. Also, give me the option to upskill my towers from 1 to 5, and there should be towers specifically targeting tanks and infantry and artillery. But I also want you to add helicopters as the attacking units, for which I will need, towers, which I will also be able to upgrade. So that was the word I was searching for. From 1 to 5, changing their strength. Please start. Also, these upgrades should be more and more costly the higher the levels. And so does the range, the shooting range, if you call it like that, the shooting range be increased. Okay. What else is important? Yeah, I think that's really the basic stuff, right? So let's see what Replit does. So now what you can do is you can start building this project and it will ask you to confirm the steps. So let me just go in there. As you can see, it's loading or thinking. As you can see, it now summarized what I told it to do. I'll help you create a tower defense game with the requested features, including different tower types, upgrade system, and various enemy units. The game will have environmental elements and visually appealing graphics. Would you like to proceed with the implementation? Build the initial prototype, okay. Would you like any of these additional features? We can also make changes later. Save, load, game progress, additional tower and enemy special abilities for towers, advanced visual effects and animations. I want to keep it fairly simple now. Yeah, okay. Let's just approve that plan and let's build this tower defense game. Let me just pause a little bit until it's all done. Just quickly to show you, it's automatically actually, as you can see here, launching certain or creating certain files like main.py, like Python. It's importing different systems like Flask, render template, OS, import logging. Not sure if I actually need that, but that's okay. What else does it do? It creates a template. So this is kind of like the random setting to get started, also API secret, etc. And then it starts building this stuff, like basically HTML file, right? Like how the game's gonna look like. A developer would need to program that otherwise, which would take some time. It doesn't seem to be that hard code, but anyway, it takes time, right? And this is just like a prototype, right? So a very basic version. And then what does it here? It uses the style CSS to actually make it user-friendly and look quite nice. Hey? Game.js, spawn wave. It also, I think, adds some waves. So there will be waves that I, can send the units. So for example, wave 1, wave 2, different units might come up. I didn't actually tell it to do that, but it's kind of doing that itself, as it seems. What else does it do? Here it adds the units: helicopter, infantry, tank, military, which is nice. Random, so it gives a random factor here, how they should appear and when they should appear. Tower.js, not sure what that are. That's just some font and some coloring. It's basically how the units will look like in the towers, probably. What else they're doing? Enemies, okay. Now they're defining how the enemy units should be looking like, I guess, which color they have at least. What else? Environment.js, and so on and so forth. So it's still building. As you can see down here, installed Flask, a lot of stuff. Command output, okay. So it's just looking and ensuring the latest versions are actually installed and used. Installed dependencies, yeah, and still building from here. Yeah, okay, as you can see, it already is quite far. It starts the application here with this unicorn application, and further down here, it takes a screenshot. And let's now review that screenshot. So basically just go here at the web view, and now we should be seeing that here. So that's how it looks like, very basic, as you can see. Let's open this in a new tab, share this tab, and that's how it looks like. So how long did that take? Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes? See, this is like the water or the waterfall. It's actually quite nice. So let's start a wave. We need tower selection, infantry, tank. Okay. So as you can see, it doesn't get everything right. So the units, the attacking units should be infantry, tank, artillery, and air defense. But it actually now, and helicopter actually, now it tells me or thinks that I'm building those towers, I think, for infantry. Oh no. Okay. Start the wave. Let's see what's happening. Okay. Okay. As you can see, I can actually, no, I can't do anything here. Okay. So as you can see, there are still a few issues. So for example, I can't build the right towers, which I actually wanted to build, right? There's also no, resources to buy something is probably the 170 is like coins. Usually I would put something like coins, 170 to start with or something. Also, there's no castle at the end, which the units have to destroy, or a tower, right? So this is not super clean yet. But let's head back to this section here again. Okay, let's tell the agent to actually make this a little bit, it's still building something down here. Okay, I actually can't scroll down here. Why is that? Agent is resuming. That's how it goes. So now a little trick here. So you can now either, sorry, Let me put the agent on this side. I prefer that than a web view here. As it asks me now, as you can see, checkpoint. First of all, it created a few checkpoints. I think 2 in total, 1 checkpoint here, 1 checkpoint here. You will be paying. So this one is free for some reason, not sure why. And then down here, this checkpoint will cost you usually, as you can see here, 25 cents for just creating this checkpoint. So there's a little trick here. Once you actually loaded the agent and or gave the instructions to build the game, you can now actually, instead of using the agent, you can also use assistant, which is kind of the same thing, but it's maybe not. So first of all, it's less costly. So if it creates a checkpoint now, it's using, by the way, Claude 3.7 Sonnet. It will now charge you less. So a checkpoint here will just be 5 cents. What I've found out is sometimes the system doesn't get it right. And then I would switch to the agent or vice versa. But rather I would utilize the assistant and improve my game now. So let me just put another command here. Improve the game further. I want to be able to select tower units, one for land units and one for air units to defend my castle, which you still have to create at the end of the road. Please note that the units will not be towers. So please remove them from the interface and swap them with 2 different tower options, which I should be able to select and place on the game field. Something like that. Let's see if it gets those instructions right. So it's working. Let me just pause that a little bit. So, okay. So let me just apply all of these changes. Okay. So that's the beauty of it. It kind of, walks you through it. I'll improve the game by implementing the requested changes, etc. And then add the castle, blah, 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 replace tower, blah, blah, blah. And which templates or which files it actually changes, like the JS, towers, enemies, JS, environments, JS. And there you can actually see, okay, it's changing, adding 3 new lines, removing 7 lines, adding 36, removing this. And then you can actually also look into the code if you wanted to. So here you can actually see, so this removed, replaced with that, and so on. As you can see in this section, it takes away a lot, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? That's what it mentions here, and it adds 3, 1, 2, where's the third one? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 27, 28, yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes. Let's see. Assistant automatically restarted. It made a checkpoint. That's good. So let's go back here in the progress. So that's cool. So let's have a look at the web view again. Then let's open a new tab. We can also refresh that here. No, we can't actually in this case. Or actually not. Usually it would show the latest version here. I usually, if that doesn't show up as expected, I go to new tab. And then I basically just load the page from here. So as you can see here now, it improved it quite a bit. It looks a little bit nicer, I think. The castle is not that nice. Resources 150, 75, 125. Okay, lives 20, wave 1. So let's start the wave and let's see what happens. And let's place a... okay, I can place it, as you can see. So that should fire onto these guys. Yeah, it does. Okay, that's good. Guess I need a second ground unit here. Placed it here. Oops. Accidentally I placed it here and here. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, as you can see, now we can look at the units. We can make them not invisible, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, that's a really quick run through Replit. As you have seen, it's super simple. This choke point cost me 5 cents again. See, that's the cool part about it. the assistant is way cheaper. Yeah. I hope that was helpful, and yeah, just test it yourself. Try to build a game or whatnot. You can even, build maybe even a shooter or something, build a shooter game or something like Minecraft. If you know it, you can just replicate it. Okay, cool. I hope that was helpful. Keep learning, keep watching, and have fun. Bye-bye.